can start by answering some flashing question. I saw some discussion about the user data size. So there's three sizes: 30 gigs, 89, and 90. 30 gigs are comma 3. 89 are 3x before lightning hard, and 90 gigs are 3x lightning hard. So yeah.
Okay, so is there only there's only
There's only
three
three.
different like actual serial,
Yes.
not serial, but the
The size
different
that we have to support for the flasher.
Cool. Yeah, so I have a script now that does the full flash of all of the partitions, but it's not in the Flash website. It's just run it on the command line. So proof of concept works. So now I just need to actually make it so that it's in the web app, but hopefully it won't be too difficult. And yeah, I just I check that like the number of sectors of the Flash and the manufacturer ID and stuff, just to check that it's what we expect and that it's probably a comma free and which user data to use.
There's user data. It should only three size. There's not a lot of specificity other than that. Panda Refactor. Panda Refactor is pretty cool. The Panda is a bit of a mess right now with like all headers everywhere. You cannot import anything, well, include in C, because otherwise everything explode. So there's some effort to clean that up, which is very nice. Last time I worked in Panda, it was a bit of a pain because of that, so you can clean that up. It's the type of change that you have to do a lot, and they all have to click together to be able to push something, otherwise everything breaks. But yeah, some people are doing that. That's great. Have you guys read the blog post about the release? It's a pretty complete blog post. A lot of stuff in there. Yeah. iOS DM, the ISP, many cars, a lot of good stuff. In June. Yeah. Pretty long.
Wow.
Yeah, June 14. Wow. Yeah, in this release we have the 24.4 brand new diagnose everything. So that's a big change. Hopefully everything works fine. Python 3.12 also in there. TinyGrad also fully on device and PC, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, TinyGrad has some memory leaks sometimes, so we had to use a bit older version, but hopefully in the next release it will be fixed. Yeah, hopefully as soon as possible, Tesla. We had to pull it back, but it's good. Those cars are very popular, especially the Rivian. Those type of electric cars. A lot of people that buy those cars are very into those type of gadget. So that's a very important car to support. And hopefully it's very good. Shane has been working on that also this week. Yes, those cards are pretty expensive. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, they are big, they look good, but yeah, it's pretty expensive. So if you can put like a 9.99 solution in your dash, that's a very good deal. Yes. Any PRs that you guys have to submit for review or anything, we can talk about that. Oh, current.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to properly review that one yet. I left a comment on it just about because they asked about the line count limit and stuff. There's a maximum line count of
Yes.
5,000 lines in New Connect. It looks like it's not finished yet, but it does look really nice, and that's like obviously there's not that many features left that are like essential that we get into New Connect, so that'll tick one off and that'll be good. Oh, for the harness parts.
Yeah, well, that's to let Shane handle that project. We tried to do that in the past, actually last summer. It's pretty difficult because like there's how you express the thing to the people. It's a very finicky process. Yeah, because what's a harness? It's just the harness. We call it a hardware kit. What's in that? The RJ45 cable, like power, comma power. What's included in harness? You know, it's many things. Um, yeah, that's good. That's good, and that's good that we have the 5,000 line limits on the new Connect. Those type of arbitrary limits are very good to keep everything small and fast. So that's a good thing.
I do for New Connect, I want to move the API client out of it because at the moment we're writing like a new one that has like fully typed stuff, but we already have the comma API package. So if we just added types to that instead, then we wouldn't need it in New Connect, and other people can use that library and stuff. And I'd probably reduce the line count for New Connect because I think the API
Yes.
is using like 500, 600 lines of just for that. So if we move that out, then
Yeah, that could be a good split. Yeah.
um,
Yeah. Dinley is working on the Raylib stuff. He's doing some chipping at it, small by one. He's doing the spinner and the text, which are good one to merge first because they are low stakes. Uh, they are not in the release, but probably in the next one they will be. So that's
is
good.
this Dean Lee? You said
Yeah, Dean Lee. Yeah, Dean Lee is working on that. Doing the Raylib rewrite. If we can remove Qt, it will be insane. Yeah, guys. Yeah, we can remove like 500 megabytes of dependencies, and like we can cut the build time in like 10, which is very good. Yeah, usually we don't look at PRs in draft. Like, yeah, there's like almost two rules. Like CI has to pass, and it has to be like green, both in the PR state and the CI, and then we can look at it. Yeah, otherwise we don't look pretty much. Yeah, your PR is yeah. I will let Shane look at that. He's a bit of the OpenDBC master. He's the king of OpenDBC. It's pretty much his repo. So unfortunately, Shane lives on another like time scale as us, simple humans. So he lives pretty much at night. So he will probably come later today and look at it.
Yeah, 11 a.m. is too early for Shane.
Oh yeah.
To give feedback.
If you have the word AM in the hour, it's way too early. Yeah, don't even think about it.
Well, you say that, but I think 1 a.m., 2 a.m. might be okay.
Yeah, well, if you go too far, then yes, then it's good. But like, there's a cutoff somewhere. Like, we have a testing closet here in the office, and for some reason we put a plug that reboots the testing closet, like a cold reboot with the like it cut the power for 15 minutes, and I had to ask Shane like, what's a good hour for you? Like, that I can cut the testing closet. Like, is 4 a.m. good for you, or still in the office? Like, you have to take those consideration. Yeah, so at 4 a.m. if you push, Jenkins won't run, unfortunately, because the testing closet is down. But yeah, there's not much PR at this time.
Yeah, Trey, I haven't had a chance to look at it. I've been just spent my entire week on Flash, but this is quite a small PR.
Let me try Flash. We should have that every dev call. We should try Flash, like they do at Amazon. They call this customer support. Does it work? Does it not work? Is it fast? Should it work on a comma.ai?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't pushed any changes to the production Flash since last week, but it should still work.
My desk is a bit of a mess. Let me find a 3x. That's a 3. Okay, perfect. Yes, connect. Oh, lost connection. Okay. Yeah, 4 a.m. If you can ping Shane, that's a good time, for all your PRs. Yeah. Yeah, probably next week, next dev call, Yasin will have some good juicy news for from the autonomy team. Can't really talk on that, but they are hard at work, sweating all those GPUs to make the best models all the time. Should be pretty good. It would be nice also if in the next dev call we have some PR that people want to come with, so we can like look at them if people have PR. Otherwise, you can just come in and listen. There's no problem with that. But yeah. Oh, also, Yasin posted a PR, a bounty for someone to rewrite an old blog post of how OpenPilot works. Like, if someone just want to read some code and make a beautiful graph, very nice PR to do. would be very helpful. Imagine when you started contributing to OpenPilot, like you wanted to know what's a service, what's a message queue, what's Vision D, what's all those services. Well, if you could have a big graph which explains everything, that would be very nice. Like all the dependencies, like all the flow of the thing. Like it's a very good blog post, right?
Yeah, so whoever wants to tackle that, I think someone, I think Willem made a wiki post. He made a start on and like a new introduction to OpenPilot. I mean, that itself is a couple of years old, but it was more, I think, more up to date than the. Or is it the same as the blog post? So do you know when was the last blog post about this? What year was that?
This one is probably 2021.
Okay, so the
I think it's
wiki might have the same thing.
yeah. Willem work he ended at 2022, so yeah, probably around that time. Yeah.
But it has like snippets of code and things. But yeah, I suppose for the blog post you probably just want those charts updating and things.
Yeah, some code snippet would be good, like how do you manage the panda, how do you do that type of stuff, how do you like get a frame from a stream, like it's very like frame reader, log reader, those are very nice API to use. Like if we could get all those in, like how do you get all the I don't know device state messages like live on your screen? Like do people know about like dump.py? That's a very good file to use.
I don't think I don't even know what. Oh, I do know what dump.py is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember.
instead of every time you have to write your own like you import messaging and then you create a socket and then you you dump dump raw everything. No, just use the and even on comma device there's an aliases for that. Just you write just dump and then the name of the service and it will do that for you, which is very useful. Yes, introduction. But yeah. Yeah, it's a very good file. The other day, me and Shane were testing some Wi-Fi stuff on the body. We have a test where we do a loop of the office with a comma body. Then the Wi-Fi was lagging, so like just tried dump some stuff, and then turns out that Athena was like uploading everything with 4 cores or whatever. So we had to kill that process, and then it was fast. But yeah, dump.py is very useful. Was there another cool bounty that I did posted? I think recently. Where's my thing zoom? Yeah. Let's look at OpenPilot. Bounty. Yeah, the spy driver for kernel spy driver. I did post that. Yeah. Yes. This one is very good. Like if someone wants to do that, do it cleanly. That's a good way to come work at comma, or whatever. If you just want the money, you can do it. It's a very fun project. Very cool stuff. Like those dev calls are nice to expose what we work on and what type of work we do. So if someone wants to get a taste of what we do at comma, it's pretty much the bounties. If you want to do it, do it, get the money, come work here or don't come, but whatever. I can't flash my comma.3. I always lost the connection. But maybe that just I have like 10 devices connected to my computer.
Well, if it's the only one connected to the QDL port, that would still be okay.
Yeah, let me try a different cable. Boom, boom. Okay. We try start to USB, connect. Whoa. Come on. Let me try a 3x. Start. Well, I guess no flashing that for me. I know. My setup is a bit janky. Yeah, it lost the connection. I don't know why.
So that normally doesn't cause lost connection straight away. That normally causes it to like lose connection while flashing if it's you've only got one cable in. But if it's saying lost connection immediately after like clicking connect in the pop-up, then that's either the QC serial driver is bound still, or maybe UDEV rule, but like that doesn't seem to affect everybody. So that isn't like a note in the flasher at the moment to add a UDEV rule. So you're just using like Google Chrome on
Yeah.
this thing?
Yeah, 24/4 brand new Chrome, because I almost always work in my temp directory. So when I reboot my computer, I lose everything. So I do that very rarely, but when I do, I update all my Chromes stuff. So it's brand new computer. Is it that connected? Yeah. Boom. Let me try to clear that.
I think Trey is joining in a second. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hello.
So yeah, thank you. It's been really. I mean, last week, I've just been ramping on a couple different issues and getting distracted in so many different ways. But yeah, the clipping right now, I have something that's not production ready, but it does work. Where I'm basically just capturing the whole like Q surface. And writing it with like just like FFmpeg API and C.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what I want to do, I think, is export the some of like the UI widgets, and then be able to include those inside of Replay, since Replay already has the whole stack to basically send all the messaging on Serial, I guess. I'm still kind of ramping on all the different services that are there, but all the integration is there to basically like replay and seek to whenever you want.
Yeah.
Kind of infra's there. So I feel like the easiest way would just be like literally mount the entire on-road surface inside of a tool like Replay. And then you can basically define all the criteria to like which segments and all that. So right now that's kind of the main goal in my head. The only thing would be it won't extend to the new Raylib implementation.
Yes, that's fine. Actually, this project might be much easier with Waylib.
Yeah, that's right. I think you're right. Well, possible. It actually, in my head, it would be harder if you went the kind of integration with like Qt inside of the replay app or something like it, because you'd need to. Basically, what I wanted to avoid is like building a flag inside the UI to like say, hey, record the surface, and then like spawn the processes separately, and then try to do some managing that way. I think would just be kind of hacky.
Yes.
So I'm trying to integrate it all in like one app, one stack. The ultimate goal would be to be able to basically just replay the messages, the frames as fast as you can send them, and not be limited by the UI frequency refresh. So
Yes.
basically just redraw every time you get a new event. And you can basically, and then you can re-extrapolate like with FFmpeg and define the frame rate after the fact. So you can basically export a clip in like, a second or something if you have all the data cached. And then you can just say, hey, it actually runs at 20 FPS, and then you're good. That's the goal.
Yes,
so
that's exactly the goal. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I feel like at least in my head, I'm on the right track. But
yeah, it has to work off screen also. You cannot like
yes, yeah, it does
depend on
right.
an edge session or whatever. You have to
Yeah.
be
No, we don't need any of that. So yeah, the only thing, yeah, I think actually with an off-screen surface, which is what I'm using right now, I think it technically doesn't require an X server to be running. I'll have to do some testing on Linux though, because Mac it kind of just works.
Oh yeah. So we have this test in CI right now, which takes a screenshot
I saw
of
the
like
VFB. Like
yes,
use XVFB.
yes, exactly. Great off-screen buffer, so you can render that like in GitHub Action.
Yeah, I saw that.
Maybe something you could explore on Linux if you want to just dump to that surface.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, so I did get that working on. So I take a step back. I did run this on I run like a Proxmox server at home. So I spun up a VM and ran XVFB. Like you can just XVFB run your app, and it will do all the creation stuff for you. It did. I think it did work. It's just super slow because it's all in memory. I might have to play with that a little bit more and see if there's any like limitations with that. But
yeah, you might have like a software renderer also instead of like hardware. Also, getting those files is very slow. Takes like depending on your internet, like
the clips.
Yes.
Or like the actual like logs.
The HBAC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is pretty slow.
So those are massive files.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, maybe you can use, because you have like the compressed video, right? There's like there's
Q-camera,
the raw video, Q camera. So there's like the compressed version, which is a lower res.
Yep.
Maybe you have
that's
an
what you see in Connect.
You could pick. Yes, that's right. Okay. So you could potentially have a flag where you could say, hey, do you want high quality or not? And then it could use the Q camera, like be really fast. But I was trying to avoid like building another stack where you basically like blit the video and then you like somehow render the UI separately, like the actual on screen frame, the on-road window like separately. It would just, I think that's a little too hacky, and trying to like overlay that after the fact will be too complicated. So it might make more sense to just have it event driven and like literally use the UI, so that my understanding is forks will basically get it for free if they don't do any like extensive mod. If they at least use that class as it's encapsulated, it'll just come for free. Like, it'll just work everywhere. So
it should be a pretty simple like thing to implement. Like it could be as simple as like you just like run replay with the segment you want, and you like hack your way around getting to the right timestamp, or not even just run everything and then you dump that into a virtual buffer, and you just like take that. Like you could make a service for that. You could make a website, it run in GitHub Action every time someone just make the route public, send like make a PR and you get a clip back or whatever.
Oh,
even
like
if
the
it's
whole
a bit,
thing?
yeah, or just like the clip you want, you specify a time frame, whatever.
Oh,
Could be very
yeah.
simple to implement like that. But in Raylib, it should be much easier because like we can basically control like the OpenGL context, so we could like create
Yeah.
a virtual OpenGL context and just dump it to a buffer right away, and like Python, so it's much easier to develop. So you just want
Yeah.
to overrun something.
I mean, from what I've saw, like, again, this is like a week of like kind of grokking Qt, and this is all like super new. But my understanding is you can just create your own Qt context. It's what I'm doing with like the off-screen surface. Like I'm creating an off-screen surface and a context that everything will render in. Um, my understanding is you can do the same things there, but
Yeah,
yeah,
just like it's called a Qt context, so who knows like how many layers of abstraction there's
that's a
under
good
that.
point. That's a good
You know,
point.
with the Rayleigh, we literally call each GL. We create the OpenGL context right away, like ourselves. We
Oh,
made that call.
okay.
So yeah, we have a fork of Raylib to work on device because we use like a super old like Wayland whatever. So we have
Nice.
to do that ourselves. But yeah,
Okay, that's
but maybe
unfortunate.
maybe in a couple of months, like Dinley will be done with the rewrite of the UI in Raylib, so it will be much easier. But it
Okay.
it shouldn't really matter. Like it should be like we already have some tools and infra to like run the UI like and to dump it to a virtual buffer. So whatever
Okay,
the
cool.
UI is written in. But yeah, there's many options for you to do it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So like it'll come for free if you're just like if you're not even working at like at a specific, UI application layer, you're like literally
Yes.
grabbing the entire frame.
Yeah, that's what we do in the UI test right now. Like we just dump it to a buffer and we have like a py mouse whatever package that just
Yeah.
clicks on the thing. So
Okay. Cool.
yeah, we don't even like do some if test UI do this. No, we just like click on
Yeah.
it and dump it to a buffer. So yeah, cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a great
Yeah, and
PR. Yeah.
yeah, it'll be it's great for me because it's an opportunity to learn, right? So like learn all these different I've been lurking in the comma Discord for years at this point. I literally just bought one like a couple months
Oh,
ago. So
great.
it's been a great experience so far. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, that's a good PR to make and learn. The CTF right now is unfortunately down in some way. We just have to upload the new route. I converted the new route. We just have to upload it to Azure Bucket.
Okay.
We just have to do that. That's a good way to learn about like all the services and like what's serial, what's a package, what's messages, like all those weird concepts that only OpenPython use.
Yeah,
But yeah,
cool. Very cool.
great. Maybe after you learn all that, you can write that blog post about like how
Yeah,
OpenPython works.
honestly, that's like in my teams like at work too, that's like you kind of just offboard all the like updating all the docs to the new people because they have to like basically do a CTF, try to understand everything you're working on. So
Yes.
it's a great opportunity for that for
And
sure.
you're new, so you see all the problems right away. As
Yes.
us old people like that use the code base for a long time, like we don't see those problem. But
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
100%.
Have you tried to like have you got any problem installing OpenPilot? Like, did you use the curl command
Uh
or git
oh,
clone
like
or
on oh no, I just cloned it. Like
yeah?
yeah. I did find that like the op.sh is like pretty clutch for abstracting away a lot of the like nuance
Hmm.
of setting it up. Like you just call setup and it just works. That's
Yeah,
pretty amazing. Yeah. So appreciate all the work that people have put into that. I'm not sure exactly who has done all that there, if that's been community or you guys, but
yeah.
it's pretty
Opu.sh is
awesome.
a pretty new tool. That's like a
Okay.
couple months old. Yeah, it's like
Okay.
the Swiss knife of OpenPilot.
Yeah,
Does
it's
everything
pretty
for you.
great.
Yeah. Um, Okay, great. I guess we can call it there. It's a good dev call.
Oh
Oh,
no!
he's gone.
I think I accidentally
Oh, you kicked him off. Oops.
by accident.
You're probably kicking me off.
I didn't mean
I'll
to
hop
right
off.
click. Oh. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Maxime. I misclicked.
Well, yeah, my setup is pretty
sorry.
janky. I'm on a cell phone. I haven't even realized that it was turned off, so I don't know. Yeah, but yes, as I was saying, I think we will call it off there. That's a good dev call. New people. That's the goal of those dev calls, also to get new people in the community, easy access to the devs that make this. Usually Adib is there. Sometimes Yassine, Harold is there. Those are research people. But yeah, so I guess that's it for this week. See you guys.
Yeah, hopefully we get some
next time.
model updates next week. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I will ask Yassine at lunch if he has something cool for you guys. And yeah,
Oh, exciting.
great.